it's very good, and your hands are actually very good, but there is a way that you can influence them to make a better sound by actually giving them a little bit more confidence that they are lacking from your comfort in your shoulders. Exactly. Let's do it once again. If it's really concentrated, it will have a tight sound. It needs to be instead of ta-ta-tam-tam-ti-ra-ram. That's the difference, right?
Un dirijor tânăr învață numai cu bagheta în mână în fața orchestrei, pentru că dirijatul nu este o filozofie care se poate învăța așa din auzit, pentru că se întâmplă ceva, să știți, este o energie, ceva în aer, în momentul când ai oameni care produc acele vibrații sonore, se schimbă densitatea aerului în jurul baghetei. De aceea este atât de esențial pentru un dirijor tânăr să aibă o orchestră pe care să o dirigeze când este învățat dirijatul.
Ideea integrării unei secțiuni de masterclass a venit din partea maestrului Cristian Măcelaru, când ne gândeam cum să aducem această latură de pedagog și de dirijor al lui Enescu în contextul și conceptul concursului.
Really, the only thing that is able to control the ensemble is the tip of your baton. And right now, everything comes from your wrists.
Am organizat un masterclass care durează 5 zile, la finalul căreia 3 dintre cei 6 dirijori activi care au fost selectați de Maestro Cristian Măcelaru au oportunitatea de a dirija un concert pe care îl împart cu Maestro Cristian Măcelaru alături de Orchestra Română de Tineret. Evoluția lor, pregătirea lor, formarea lor îmbină mult mai bine și ideea maestrului de a aduce accentul pe latura de pedagog și de dirijor al lui Enescu, dar și de a contribui până la urmă la dezvoltarea profesională și personală a dirijorilor.
Hello, my name is Harris. I'm coming from Miami in the United States.
We love Miami.
Am ales 6 participanți activi din cei peste 40 care au aplicat. Când aleg pe cineva pentru un masterclass la dirijat, mă uit întotdeauna la potențialul lor și la impactul pe care cred că eu pot să-l fac în viața lor. Avem un dirijor, Alex, din Argentina, care locuiește în Statele Unite, dar e din Argentina. Avem Ana, care este din Macedonia de Nord. Avem Kyrian, care este din Statele Unite, dar locuiește la Paris. Avem Omar, care este din Maroc, dar locuiește în Franța. Avem Early, care este din Coreea de Sud. Și avem Harris, care este din Coreea de Sud, dar locuiește în Statele Unite. Deci e pur și simplu o combinație de talente globală.
I had wanted to work with Maestro Macelaru for some time because he has a really good reputation in France. Once I learned about it and the masterclass was posted, it seemed like a natural fit, along with the repertoire, which is really interesting for a young conductor. It's sort of essential pieces to know: Debussy, Stravinsky, Enescu, Berlioz. This is stuff that every young conductor has to know, so it was right time, right place, in a great festival, a great maestro, so it was perfect.
They're playing rum. Di da da di ra di ra rum. Di 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 di. Thank you, Omar. I have to stop. We have to move on. Sorry. I know the time on the podium goes by quickly.
We're all here to progress. We're all here to become better. But the only way that we can do that is to be faced with the mirror of what we are. And it's a very difficult process because for conductors, the only way that we can do this is in front of 80 people. And of course, in front of Cristian Măcelaru, which is one of the greatest musicians alive today. So yes, I came here to confront myself and hopefully to become better.
There's something that Maestro said in one of our sessions, actually outside of the orchestra time. We were talking about studying and living music, and he said, keep screaming the music inside of you. We all know this, but it's a wonderful reminder every time that you get to work with them, because you get on the podium and you have so many things to take care of, and sometimes you forget the music inside of you. And that's something that I think we have to keep very, very close, very safely guarded for ourselves.
Masterclassul de dirijat este deschis publicului și este o oportunitate unică. Pentru noi, ca public, în sală, este extrem de interesant să vedem analogiile pe care maestrul le face. Sunt analogii chiar și cu lumea sportului, sunt analogii și cu istoria, sunt analogii cu viața lui Enescu. Este o comunicare constantă între dirijor, Maestro Măcelaru, orchestră.
Maestro is a very quick thinker, and he's able to pinpoint all of our weaknesses and strengths very quickly. There's so many challenges. It's because to learn, you need to have an orchestra. And so these opportunities are so important for us, because you can study all you want, but the moment you step in front of an orchestra, it's different than you imagined. So you need to have a teacher there to help you with their experiences. They've had all of the same problems that we are having right now, but to be able to have a group of 100 musicians in front of us, there's nothing that can compare to that.
How old was Enescu when he wrote this? Do you know how old he was?
He was 18 years old.
Yes, he was 17 when he started, right? So he was a young man. Now, you're very talented, but it has to be like it's written by a young man. Happy, nostalgic. It's never sad.
I am so excited to be here. I feel very proud to share the stage with wonderful colleagues, conductors, and a wonderful group of young musicians on the stage, the Youth Romanian Orchestra. I came here to learn something new, to study with Maestro Măcelaru, because he's my idol, and I'm very happy to be here and to study with him.
You're arguing with someone, come here, see this beautiful country, right? That's what Enescu is saying. Tam, pa, pa, pam, ti, come again, yeah. Right? So it can't be too slow.
The best thing I've learned is we should concentrate a lot, and we need to focus on the music and not on mistakes, not on the orchestra, not on reactions. This is my favorite piece, Romanian Rhapsody #1 by Enescu. Oh my god, it's wonderful piece, and doing all of these details, with Maestro, it was such a good feeling.
have to say, in all my life as a conductor, that's the most dramatic thing I've ever seen. Where your page turn was so intense that it actually left the score.
It's wonderful. It's amazing. First of all, I feel safe because we are here in a learning environment. We are here to be able to make the mistakes that we cannot afford to do in the professional world. So it's a very special environment because we are in front of professionals, but that are here exclusively for us. And the energy that it demands from the orchestra, and especially from Maestro Cristian Măcelaru, to just listen all day and pay especially attention to everything that we do is just immense. So personally, I feel very safe and I feel very lucky to be able to be in that situation.
Your charisma is so infectious, right? It's really, truly infectious. And what I think I can help you with is to actually bring just 10% less of the extraordinary, okay, and more of the clarity. The insight has to remain on, and then the simplicity is actually so much more intense.
It's a really interesting combination to have a top conductor and also a youth orchestra. This combination makes me feel quite open, to be honest. With a professional orchestra that might have a really good idea of how they want a piece to be played, a young conductor will show up to a masterclass with a top teacher and you can feel that there's actually a very strong structure in place, you know? Whereas with this, with a youth orchestra of this level, it makes me feel very free, that I can try anything I like, and especially Cristian Măcelaru is open to this and is happy for us to try things. So it creates a good middle ground that lets me feel free and also to experiment and to try new things.
You are here because I saw something that I want to work with to allow you to overcome the things that are holding you back. Toate sesiunile de workshop care le-am avut între sesiunile de masterclass s-au axat pe asta, pe filozofia, pe psihologia dirijorului, pe relația dirijorului cu orchestra, felul în care se creează un plan de repetiții, un plan de concert.
I want to make sure that we talk a little bit about, what's my approach to study, how do I study scores, and I'm curious to know what your approach is to everything. So I try to approach every composer in a different way. I don't start from the big picture and go to the small. That's not what I like to do. I like to go in the opposite way. I like to go from the smallest to the biggest, because I like to start with the smallest details. So when I open the score, I look at the smallest details, like, okay, well, what tonality are we? Okay, what's the time signature? What's, the tempo indication?
Cum aleg cei trei dirijori? Încă nu știu, dar e un lucru foarte interesant la dirijori. Când orchestra întâlnește un dirijor care este extraordinar, cu toții recunosc acest lucru. În primul rând, ascult să văd care este sunetul orchestrei în momentul când un dirijor sau celălalt se suie pe podium. Pentru că există dirijori care se urcă pe podium și dintr-o dată sunetul orchestrei e mai clar. E mai rotund, e mai profund, e mai articulat. Toate aceste lucruri n-au nimic de a face cu tehnica dirijorului. Au de a face cu prezența dirijorului. E un lucru chiar foarte interesant. Iar apoi, sigur, ne uităm la posibilitățile tehnice fiecărui dirijor, la conceptul interpretării, la maturitatea lor. Toate aceste lucruri apoi devin un factor în alegerea mea.
What I would like to play is something that Maestro Măcelaru is conducting, actually. Because I want to conduct the Enescu Rhapsody. Because to get to conduct it with a Romanian orchestra would be a miracle, would be a dream come true. No, but I love conducting more than doing anything else in the world. It doesn't matter what piece I'm doing. If they choose one of the three, if I'm fortunate to conduct.
It's not really a competition, right? You're not here to, have, rankings. You're not here to impress me, to impress anyone. I know that it's a very difficult thing to accept and to do. For right now, what I picked for tomorrow's concert, it's purely a reflection of who I feel is ready to conduct that piece. It has nothing to do with your ability as a conductor. Some of you I've seen grow tremendously in this week. Some of you I've seen actually, find themselves a little bit better. Everyone has changed during the week, which is actually quite beautiful to me. I'm happy to share with you individually what it is. But for tomorrow, the concert, we do this. For the fire, Alex, you do the fire. Okay? For the done that you, early, you'll do the done that you tomorrow. Okay? And Omar will do Stravinsky.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The last exceptional event of the Bucharest International Competition is here. The closing concert.
Mă bucur atât de mult că împreună cu acești tineri extraordinari din spatele meu, împreună cu dirijorii tineri care au venit din toată lumea, să învățăm împreună despre George Enescu, despre frumusețea muzicii pe care el a creat-o, promovat-o, și mă bucur atât de mult să fiu aici în această seară, la încheierea acestor 4 săptămâni extraordinare.
I just love conducting. Anytime I get to conduct 5 minutes, 20 minutes, full concert, I'm just so happy to be able to make some music with the orchestra. And I had such an amazing time with this group this week that I was just so happy to be able to do one more day with them. I think that's what's amazing about music is cultures teach each other. It's a two-way road of sharing what we all bring to each other and how we influence and how we respond in respect to different cultures, different music, and that's how we end up relating to one another.
I conducted Elegia Minatrosa of Dan Dediu. He's from Romania. I'm very honored to conduct this piece. Actually, I don't remember how I conducted because I was very nervous. The personality of conductor and attitude is very important. I learned from Maestro Măcelaru a lot. It was amazing.
I wanted to say it was a wonderful version. Yes.
Yes. I did my best.
Yes.
I did my best.
It was very good.
I don't very successful.
It was one of the best versions.
Yes, best version.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank
Was
you.
that piece? Yes.
I'm so happy to see all of you here. I know that every effort that every person makes for something like this to happen, it's monumental. Nothing is small. Everything is really important. My heart is so full tonight. Music is really the only thing that can do that. So thank you for sharing these moments with me. Christina, thank you for, taking my crazy dream and running with it.